this yesterday, but I needed to get some sleep yesterday.
Oh gosh, never apologize for taking care of yourself. That's for sure. Never ever. And the good thing is we've got replays. So whatever you missed, you can watch the replay. So it's all good. Never apologize for taking. There we go. All right, we're officially live to YouTube. So anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. Just wanted you to know that. And and we're going to continue on with Fiverr. You guys have heard me say that like 50 million times, and y'all are so nice because you still laugh at it. But we are going to play with websites today and how to work with them to build Fiverr gigs. So we used to have websites, and I searched all over for the templates and couldn't find them. So I think they're part of the templates that were pulled to kind of refurbish and then bring back. So actually it's better because we won't pull a template. We'll make one from scratch, and you can kind of watch me making it, and you can see what kind of template I would put together to put on a Fiverr gig and make that a gig to be able to sell. So how many of you guys have built lead magnet funnels? Lead magnet funnels. So Judy, Jackie, Evita, fabulous. These are really, really simple funnels to put together. You guys know what they are. They're a main page that has usually some type of goodie giveaway. So it might be a little ebook, it might be a little report, it might be a checklist, it might be an infographic, it might be a little video, it might be a little audio. Anything that you can deliver digitally, we can actually do on this page. We can give it away. So we just have a graphic of that item that we're going to give away, and then we're going to put an opt-in form on that page. So all you need to do is collect their information, and the whole goal of it is to build an email list, right? That's the whole goal of it. And what we're doing is we're trading an ebook or infographic or an audio or a video. We're trading that for the person's name and email, correct? Easy peasy. So what if we made some templates, and we made very, very simple lead magnet pages with items that could be given away, and then we advertise on Fiverr that we will set these up for them and host them for them and send the leads to their email address, to their email list. What do you guys think about that? Is that an idea? Is that worth a Fiverr gig if you create templates? All right, so let's think about, and I'm gonna get my notebook out. I haven't got my notebook ready. All right, so let's think about, you guys help me because I have not built this ahead of time. You guys are gonna do this with me. Will, go ahead.
I have one.
Oh, great. That's great.
I just did it just to get the emails.
Yep. And that's exactly what we're going to do today is build one from scratch. And I'm going to give you some ideas on how to do this really, really easily. And then you guys can actually start building these and kind of having fun with them, building the templates so that and remember, this is a lead magnet funnel. So it's just basic information on what we want to put on this page to be able to give them the lead magnet and get their email, right? And what we're doing is we're getting their email for someone that wants to use our lead magnet template, okay? So let's talk about first a lead magnet. Where are we gonna get lead magnets at? Are you gonna make them from scratch, or are you gonna get them from a source? My preference is I'm too busy to create these from scratch. So I love to use PLR products, private label rights products. And one of the companies that I use that's one of the best out there is IDPLR. That's ID as in development, P as in puppy, LR, IDPLR. Let me put that in the chat so you guys can see it. IDPLR.com. And they have a lifetime membership and a monthly membership. And I bought the lifetime when it was about $200. I think the lifetime now is about $100. And you have a lifetime access to all of the products that they have available in there. And they have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of products available. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look and see what we can find that might be a good lead magnet. So I'm going to share my screen and move this over so I can see a new window. And we'll go to idplr.com.
Sorry, Shelly, it's Aurélie. Can I ask you a quick question while you are searching? Can you just telling me, I just jump in and I don't know what you're talking about, actually. Sorry, sorry to interrupt.
We're gonna talk about building simple opt-in websites, opt-in funnels, just lead magnet funnel. And then we're gonna create a template, and then we're gonna talk about how we can use that as a Fiverr gig. Okay?
Oh yeah, that's for Fire gigs. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So here I am in IDPLR. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. We don't want you lost for the whole thing.
I'm sorry to be late. I'm just
That's
late.
okay, Arlie. You know what? We'll take you late every day of the week. That's for sure.
Thank you.
We just want to make sure you're here. We love it when you're here. So in IDPLR, we've got a lot of different things that we can look at. We've got free products. We've got paid products. Let me see if I'm in here as Shelly Turner. Let's see if I can look at products. This is where my products are because I have a paid account. And here's my ebooks. Let me see if I can get in there. So there's ebooks with resale rights, master resale rights, private label rights, giveaway rights. Let's look at some giveaway rights ones. So I'm going to click there. And what giveaway rights means is I can give these away, right? So I can give all this stuff away, and it is okay for me to give them away. So I've got how to grow your business with sales funnels, and this is published in 2019. 12-point checklist to build an online business, and that's from 2017. Kickstart your internet business, 2017. So you can see right now that I've got 3 products right here in the first row that I could probably pull pretty easily and give them away as lead magnets. Then I've got 30 days of motivation. This is from 2017. 20 online business ideas, 2017. Social media traffic, 2017. So you can see that I've got a lot of potential with just the first 6 items that are listed here. So let's say that I'm targeting an online business and trying to make a lead magnet funnel for someone that might have an online business opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and use this 12-point checklist. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to open that up. And it's got master resale rights and giveaway rights. So these are the things I cannot do. I cannot modify the product. I can't change the graphics or e-cover. I cannot add it to a free membership site, and I cannot convey or sell private label rights. I am allowed to give it away for free. That's critical. For me to do this, I need to have permission to give it away for free. And I do have that permission. So let's go ahead and download that bad boy. So I'm going to click download. And it's starting the download right here, and looks like it's done. So let me go ahead and
Shelly, excuse me to interrupt you, but what's the difference right there? It says, can I give it away for, you can give it away, but on the bottom says, cannot add it to a free member. Isn't that the same thing? Cannot add it to a free membership website?
No, what that means is if I have like a membership site that I'm creating where people join for free, I can have that. I cannot have that as one of the things that I give away for free on that membership site. It has to be a paid membership site for me to be allowed to give it in a membership site. But like a page, see right here, I can give it away for free on like a page, right? You see that?
I'm puzzled. So how do you give it away for free, but you cannot give it free on a membership website? So then I have a membership, but I cannot give it away for free in that membership site?
That's right. But you can build a page and give it away as a lead magnet. Yep.
Oh, as a lead magnet. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it is confusing. Sometimes you have to look at these PLR rights and go, what the crap? Try to figure out what it is that you're actually allowed to do. But it's to me, this is very, very clear. If I have a membership site, I can't just add it in there if it's free. If it's paid, I can. But if it's free, I cannot. But if I have it a page, just a page where I'm giving it away as a lead magnet, I can do that. Okay.
So only as a lead, you can only give this one away as a lead magnet, period. That's it.
Right. And basically they're doing that, and that helps you because when you can give it away like this, you can give it as a lead magnet and be able to build your list. And that's why they do that. Is if you want to use it to build a list, then here you go. See right here, it says can be used to build a list. So that's why they say you can give it away for free.
And also another question I had from before, because you talk about this PLR stuff before. Is there anywhere in this particular product that we give away, is there their email, their name, their phone number of the person that built this? I mean, they put it together, because then I'm kind of...
Sometimes there is and sometimes there's not. And that's another thing I'm going to show you is when we go into that product, we need to make sure that it's a really pristine product, right? It's not, when you open up the document, it doesn't have 5,000 banners advertising that person's business. So you're giving this thing away, but you're just advertising for them. So that's the next step.
It just makes it takes away the whole purpose. It's like, wait a minute, what is this? You're talking about...
Right. That's right. So that's the next step we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to check it and make sure that it's a pristine product. So we'll just scan through it real quick. If I was not training, I would go word by word, right? I would look at it so close to make sure that number one, it's what I want it to be for the funnel. And number two, it doesn't have any advertising for the person that actually wrote it. So we'll check both of those really quickly, but in real time, in the real world, check it carefully. But let's go ahead and open it. So I'm going to show this in the folder. There it is right there. And let me go ahead and add it to our Builderall boot camp. So there's boot camps right there. I'm going to drag it down and drop it into Fiverr gigs. Yay. And now I'm going to unzip it because it's in a zip folder. So I'm going to extract all and we'll click there and click there. And now it's opened up and I can take a look at what's inside. So here's the licensing terms, and we'll look at the licensing terms again, just to make sure everything is on the up and up. And it says, yes, it can be used to build a list. And yes, it can be given away for free. So we've got those two things. That's what allows us to put it as a lead magnet. Okay. Very, very important that you look at that. And then let's take a look at the special report. So there's the 12-point checklist. When we open it up, and we'll take a look at it. So it looks beautiful so far. And that looks beautiful. There's no funky wonky footer that advertises a business. Everything looks great. Money, money, money. Take a look around. Analyze and learn. Uniqueness. Oh my gosh, it looks really good. Really, really good. Oh my gosh, it looks really good. All right, so this looks like a fabulous report. There's no extra advertising in there for somebody else's business. It actually looks like it's got 12 really good points. And when you read through it, I'm sure looks like it's gonna have some really good information. So this looks like a fabulous document to work with as a lead magnet. So I am like perfectly okay with using this as a lead magnet. So what we also have with that lead magnet, if I go back into the folder, is I've got the e-cover right here. So that's another bonus, is I have images that I can use for my funnel. I've got the flat image here, or I've got the little binder on it, so I can put that image. So I've got the image, which is great. I've got the report, which looks fabulous. No extra advertising, no information outside of that 12-point checklist. And it looks like I've got a pristine product to go ahead and use as a lead magnet. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, and we're going to create a really quick lead magnet funnel and get it ready. So let me stop sharing and see if anybody has any questions up to this point, and I'm going to upgrade some of my people. So there we go. All right, Will, question?
Brad Otto, he wanted to know, can you sell it? And I told him yes, but you have to look at the top of the files on the things that you can do. But I did see that you can sell that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have resale rights and master resale rights, but you don't have PLR rights. So you can't call it your own and put your name on it and rebrand it, but you can sell it as is. And the way you can sell this is I could sell it to Will, and then I could give Will the resale rights so that he could sell it to Brad. So that's what master resale rights are. If I only had resale rights, then all I could do was sell it to Brad. And then Brad would not have any rights to be able to sell it to anybody. He would have personal use rights. Okay, so the rights that I have for this is I can give it away, I can resell it, I can master resell it. But for this particular exercise, we're going to use the giveaway rights. Okay, got it? All right, Gabriel.
Charlie, one more question. What would a PLR look like? What do we have to look for if we can edit it or add up our own credentials, links in there, etc.? So
what you'll see is private label rights, PLR. And then in that document that says exactly what you can and cannot do, it'll say yes to change graphics and change content. Yes to putting your name as the author. Yes to being able to brand it to you. So those are the things that you're looking for to be able to change the graphics, change the content, and then put your name on it as the author.
All right,
okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions, guys? We need to do a whole boot camp on PLR, don't we? Gerald's like, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. All right, we may have to pull that off sometime, but let's jump back in. And now that we've got our product, let's work on building a website, just a simple lead magnet website, right? Very simple. And let me tell you guys that we're just going to do one today. But I want you to just kind of think about, if we weren't training, how fast it would be to be able to put this template together, and then find maybe 3 more lead magnets and do 3 more lead magnet templates, so that when we talk about putting a job up, a gig up for Fiverr, we've got 4 templates or 5 templates for them to choose from, and we can send them a link and show them, you can choose from this one, you can choose from that one, you can choose from that one or that one or that one. So what you're going to do is give them a choice of the template, so it's very clear what their choice is. Then you're going to have limited information on that page, because this is a lead magnet page. So this is not necessarily talking about their business or their company or anything. It's talking about the lead magnet, right? Get this free ebook, 12-point checklist, blah, 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 blah. Get your copy now in the opt-in form. So it's that easy, right? It's no fuss, no muss. Correct? All right, good. So we're going to go ahead and jump in and set up the pages. So I'm going to share my screen, and we'll go into the website builder, and I'm going to go into my Builderall dashboard, and I'm going to go to builders and Pixel Perfect Builder and new website. And I'm just going to start from scratch, and I'm going to go to a blank page. And I'm going to do blank layout clean, and I'm going to click edit. And now we're actually in the editor, and the very first thing we do all the time is click save, because save is your friend. So I'm going to call this lead magnet 1. That's what I'll call it, simple as that. So I'm going to go to send and then save. Fabulous. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting some ideas on what I want my page to look like. And I think for me, I'm just going to take a look at what banners are available, because we actually did a training earlier on banners. So let's take a look at what banners are available. So I'm just going to go to banners, and I've got parallax, video, contact, price list, about us, blah, 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 blah. Let me see if I can find, there's a top video, product benefits, funnel, features, content, benefits. I think I'm going to do, well, let me look. I'll scroll down. Let me see if they have anything that I want by scrolling down. So I'm looking at my banners, and I'm looking for anything that might trigger what I'm interested in design. And simple design, right? Nothing real complicated, just a simple design. So if they have a banner that has like an ebook, I'll probably grab that real quick. So I'm just scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Oh, looky there. There's the ebook one. So it's got an ebook, but it's also got like a purchase thing on it. But I think I can edit that pretty easy so that we can make it work. So I'm going to click that. Fabulous. And right now, this is what our website's looking like. Is here goes your headline, subheadline. There's a header there for the product image, and then a box right here. So that looks fabulous to me. I think I'm going to make the header itself really, really small. And I'm going to change it to white. So I'm going to go to Appearance and Header. And we'll go all the way across header, and we'll make it white. There we go. Fabulous. And then I'm going to make it really small because I don't really want to use a header here. I just want the body showing. So I'll take this and pull it all the way up to the header just like that. And then down here, the footer is also gray. So I'm going to click on it, go to Appearance, click the gear, make it go all the way across the screen, change the color to white, just like that. Fabulous. And now I'm going to actually make that footer really small as it'll go. So right now, this is kind of what our website is going to look like. It's like super basic, right? So here goes our headline, subheadline, book title. And then here's the image of our book. Right here, I probably want to keep this because that's going to work out. But this right here, I definitely don't want to keep because I'm not going to charge for it. I don't need the button. I don't need the credit cards. We'll keep that white space. That might be handy. I don't need the timer. And I might keep that stuff right there. We will see. We want it as simple as possible with as little words as possible. So next thing I want to do is pull my image in. So I want to take this image and right click it and change the image. And right here, I'm going to upload. And let me find that magical image of the funnel. So I'll go to Fiverr gigs and 12-point checklists, and we'll jump in there and go to eCover. And I think that I want to choose this one and open. And it looks like we got it. So I'm going to click on here to activate it and then click confirm. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to make it a little smaller because we don't need it that big. Maybe a little bigger. Like that. All right, so we've got the beginning, and now we need to figure out how do we want to do the email part, right? So I'm going to go to the plus sign, and I'm going to go to email marketing form, and I'm just going to pull in one of the email marketing. It doesn't matter which one. There's a bunch of different styles, but you can change the styles to match however you want to. So I'm just going to click this one because it's as good as any. And then I'm going to put it down here. And I have to configure my information, but I want to make this like this. And then make this box maybe a little bit bigger. And then put that in there like that. All right, so far so good. And so I've got a little bit of a title there, a little bit of information there, and then a little bit of information there, information there. I can shrink this up a bit. That, shrink this up a bit, pull that up a bit. All right, so very, very simple so far. And so I've got the headline, subheadline, the title of the book. So let's go ahead and put that in because that's not going to change. So 12-point checklist for building an online business. There we go. And we'll center that one right there. And we'll stretch it out a little bit to make it bigger. There we go. And we'll put that right there. And I think that that's probably going to be okay. I'll think about it. And then right here, we'll need to get information from them, maybe about what they want to put right here, what they want to put right here. And then I want to put something right here that says, we will never share your information with a third party. There we go. So we'll put that right there. And dun, dun, dun. And right here, the 12-point checklist for building a business. Let's say learn how easy it is to build an online business. And then here, maybe we can say, are you ready or to build a business. Get your free copy today. And then we'll center that. Oh my gosh, that's great. And then we don't really have to wait for them to give us a headline. We can say, move that out of the way so I can actually type it. 12 points get your copy today. Nah, I don't know what that is. You guys help me out. What do we want as the headline? My brain's like broken today. It's not thinking. Any suggestions? How to build a business online using
Start your business today.
There you go. That's good. Start building your business today. Here we go, and we'll stretch it out so it stretches all the way across. Oops. Let's see, a little bitty. There we go. We'll center that. Center. And let's bold it to make it just really stand out. And let's change. Let's see if we can maybe capture a color. So that green right there, maybe. So right click and appearance, and we will edit. And the background color. So let's see. Style a button, font on mobile, subtitle, form style, style a button. There we go. And then this right here. And let's see if that works. Oh, that's almost there. That one, that one. It's got more of a blue-green color, doesn't it? Let's see, more colors. So that's green. Let's make it more of a blue. We'll go maybe to here. It's almost there. Oh my gosh, that's like really good. So let's save that color. There we go. And then it's got a shadow that I think I'm gonna get rid of. So, oh no, I'll keep the shadow to the gray. That looks really good. And then for this background on the blue, maybe we can pick a different color. So maybe we can try to find that orange right there. Let's see if we can find it. So right click and go to appearance and colors and background color. And orange, 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 orange. Can't see the orange. Oops, I got that coral color. Oh, that's really close, isn't it? Let's see. Blink. Oh, so close. Oh my gosh, it's killing me. We'll go with that. That looks really good. All right, so we just flip-flop the colors a little bit and grabbed this color here and then that outside color there. So we flip-flopped it a little bit, okay? So that's just such a simple website and very, very easy to put up. And I'll click save and then save again. Fabulous. So now what I want to do is I want to figure out what on here do I need to do to be able to set this up for my client, right? So I've saved this. This is one of the templates. It's a super simple template. How am I going to set this up for my client? So what information do I have to have for my client to make this work? So the first thing is we need to connect their email. I mean, that's a given. So I can right click this form and click configure. And I've got several choices to set this up. I can set it up for Mailing Boss, Active Campaign, MailChimp, Mautic, Motive, SendLane, Drip, GetResponse, Infusionsoft, and even some other platforms that have the HTML code in it. So let's say that you had a customer that used MailChimp. If I click MailChimp, what it asks me for is an access key. And then once I put that access key on, it's going to connect to MailChimp, and it's going to actually then ask what list do you want it to go to. So you're going to have to ask them for their access key and then the exact list that they want to the leads to go to. So you're going to have to go through each of those to find out which email provider they're going to use. And then you're going to have to get different information depending on the email provider. So let's say Active Campaign. For that one, you're going to have an API access URL and an API access key. So you'd have to ask them for that. And then once you do that, it's going to give a list of their lists, a list of their lists. Then you can choose which list that you're going to add the lead to. So in your description, we need to put, we can deliver the leads to Mailing Boss, Active Campaign, MailChimp, Motive, SendLane, Drip, GetResponse, Infusionsoft, and other platforms if they have the HTML code available. Okay, so you can do a lot. And then you need to find out from your customer, do you want to capture just the email or the email and the first name? Okay, so that's going to be some important information that you need to ask of the customer, but you can set it up to go exactly where they want it to go. So the first thing is, what email provider are you going to use? So what email provider will you use? So we need to know that. That's definite. The second question. Go ahead.
It's already the email provider. It's the marketing list.
It's this right here.
That's email provider. That.
Yep. So they can choose any one of these. Now with Mailing Boss, you can actually send to somebody else's Mailing Boss. When I click here, it's going to read my keys for me automatically, and it's going to pull up my list of what I have in my system. But if I click cancel, when I click Mailing Boss again, it's going to ask me for my public key and my private key. So if I needed to send leads to Arlie, I could get her public and private key from her Mailing Boss and send the leads to one of her lists.
So it means that you're going to host it for him.
That's right.
Is it correct?
That's exactly.
Okay.
So I'm going to right click again, and we'll take a look again. They can choose any one of these. And when they do choose them, like say they choose Infusionsoft or GetResponse. If I click GetResponse, then I have to see the forms in GetResponse. So I'll have to get access to their account, or I can get the form URL. So the user will have to get the form URL, and then I'll put that in there, and then I'll click confirm. And that will actually send the information to their form. Okay, so there's a lot that you're going to have to keep track of when you do this. Let me stop sharing. And it looks like you guys have several questions. So let me answer some questions before we keep going. Questions?
Any questions? Now, if it gives GetResponse, but what if they use Aweber or some of the others that's not listed there?
If they have an HTML form, you can actually get the HTML from the form for their list and add that in there.
What is this, an HTML form, Shelly?
It's when a list is made like in Aweber, you design it, and then it actually gives you HTML code that has how that form is designed. And you take that HTML code and add it in there, and it will set it up so that form will send to Aweber.
So it will change the look of our contact form?
That one I'm not real sure of. I don't know if it'll change the look or not. One of the other things that you can do is most providers have a URL that you can send it to connect, and I'm going to show you how to do that one in a minute. Okay.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Okay. So this is the email marketing form. So here you can actually really clearly pick the providers. And if nothing works, right? If your client contacts you and says, I'm using XYZ ABC 123 that you've never heard of, then I can show you how we'll do it a little bit different way with the contact form. Okay.
Okay, it's what we're doing here. Like, we just giving them something that will help them with getting their leads, or what is this?
All we're doing is creating a funnel so that they can advertise and market this page. They don't have to create it. We're giving them the lead magnet. We're giving them the funnel. And then all they have to do, you have to give them the link and they'll market that link. Jackie?
That means it's not going to be connected to a specific domain though. So it's not going to be their domain name.
It could. It actually could. There's two ways you can do that. Okay. I would do an upsell and say, we can connect your domain to this form for an extra $10.
Yes, that's what I thought.
And you can point that, you can have them point that domain to your page, right?
To the opt-in page, yes.
Right. Or you can tell them the other option is to actually go to their hosting service and forward their domain to that link with masking.
Okay, now thank you. That's what I wanted to know.
So they can do it free if they know how to do that. If they want their domain pointed there and it happens automatically, they don't know how to set it all up, then you can have them point their name servers towards Builderall, and then you can connect that domain to your website.
It's just going to become a little bit.
I would do that for an extra fee though. Remember, if you go over 15 domains, it's going to cost you $3. Yeah, it's going to cost you $3.
You're going to have to be very clear when you do your thing on Fiverr to make it very clear. Otherwise, they might think one thing and then you have to offer the other. So I understand.
Right. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys about this is this will be running through your account, right? And this is one that I would put it as a 30-day gig. A 30-day gig. We will set this up for you and you can run it for 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, you can rebuy the gig to keep it going. That way, if you actually get a domain connected, you can have them re-up having that form run for another $10, or you can do it as $5. It doesn't matter what price you give it, but just have it as a 30-day gig and they can buy the gig again to keep it running. And that way you're covering that $3 per month. Does that make sense? That way you're covering it if you go over 15 domains.
It actually makes me excited now because I've got all these things in my head going on now. So yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I was really excited about this one because it's a little bit complicated to teach you how to set up, but if you grasp it, there's a lot of potential in having just one $49.90 account that only does Fiverr gigs, that does opt-in forms, and it completely pays for itself through Fiverr, right? So let me upgrade some people that are in here. All right, so there's a couple of options. If the person doesn't have something that's listed in our list for the email marketing form, they don't have SendLane, Infusionsoft, GetResponse, MailChimp. If they don't have one of the ones that's listed in our form, we can actually choose a contact form. That's a little bit different than an email marketing form. And there's a couple things that we can do with the contact form. The first one is we can just have it send them an email every time they get a new subscriber, right? So we can set that up. So it just sends them an email every time they get a new subscriber. Or we can set it up if they have a URL for their autoresponder. We can set it up so that we put the URL in there, and then it's a post method. That's what you have to use, is post method, and it will actually forward that to that provider and add it to their email list. That they have to have a the ability to sign up by URL, and most of them have that. We even have it in Builderall. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do both of those. So let's jump in there and take a look. So I'm going to do a share and share. So this is the email marketing form. I'm going to hide it. Whoop, it's gone. And I'm going to go to plus, and I'm going to go to contact form, and I'm going to scroll down here and pick one that's a simple one. We'll do that one. Fantastico. And we'll shorten it up a little bit, just like that. And now we've got a contact form. And for this one, I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to flip those because I cannot stand that email being first. But this form is quite different than the email marketing form because it's not going to connect directly to Mailing Boss. We have to make it connect to something. And there's two ways you can do it. So I'm going to right click this, and I'm going to go to configure. And here's the left side of what we can do, right? These are two different ways we can do this. You cannot do both sides. You can only set up one side. You're either going to do it the left side way or the right side way, but not both. So let's look at the right side first. If I click edit, I've got the option to send the results of this form to an email. So I just put the email in that I want. So skydivingdiva@yahoo.com. And then I put in the subject. So lead magnet form completed. All right, so this is going to tell me in the subject that my lead magnet form was completed. So when I get this email coming in, I know that this is from my lead magnet form. Then it says choose a list of coupons. You don't have to do anything there. Action taken after the subscriber. This says you can determine what should happen when submitting the form. Possible options are for redirection page, a web address, or a download. So if they have a specific page they want them to go to after they complete the form, we can actually set that up right there where it says no action. We can click it, and we can choose web address, and we can send them to a thank you page, okay? What we probably want to do is set up our own thank you page so we can actually even deliver the product for them as well, right? So we'll probably set that up in a few minutes, but we have that ability. And then we also have an automated message. If you click that, this is a an automated message that says that you filled out the form. But I don't actually ever use this. What I do is I just put the page that I want them to go to, leave that blank, and click confirm. And then you can set a success message here if you want to. So you can set it as, congratulations, you filled out your form. We'll be sending you your email soon. If they're gonna send out emails, you can actually give them lead magnet, which I would not do. But I would rather send them to the thank you page. So I'm not gonna do any more editing. I'm gonna set up the thank you page in just a few minutes. And then the other thing you can do, I'm gonna close this and make a copy of this. No, I'm not. I'm just going to go to the left side. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to configure again. And now let's talk about what we could do on the right side. So if I click this and then click edit, the first box is action. This is where the URL goes to if you get the URL from their email list. Okay, so if you're using an email autoresponder platform XYZ ABC, you're going to have to tell them, find the URL of your subscriber list and send that to me. And you'll put that in there, and then the method is going to be a post. And what that does is it takes the person's name and the person's email and sends it to that list. Okay? So everybody with me, you've got two choices. You can have this send the person an email that verifies that they just got a subscriber, or you can use the URL of your subscriber list, their subscriber list, put it in there, put it as a post method, and it actually connects to their list and adds the user, okay? Any questions about that? We've got a lot of choices, right? We can do it by email marketing form and connecting by the options that are there. We can do it by contact form, and we can, with that contact form, we can either send the email that they've got a new subscriber or connect by URL, do it as a post method, and it'll go automatically into their subscriber list. Here's the thing, you guys, there's a lot of choices here, a lot, right? I would start out, if I were you, by doing the contact form, and then on the left side, send them an email every time they get a new subscriber. Okay, that's the easy way to start.
Yeah. That's what it seems. It seems the simplest, because now I'm thinking about it. And if I do that for somebody else, then it starts to be too many questions. The key, and sometimes they don't know where to find the key. Then you're wasting your energy, time, effort.
Yep, and then it's not a $5 gig
and then
anymore,
you become a support system, not providing a service, you know. And
that's right. So that's the way I would start: is contact form, send it to an email. You might offer it as a URL if they know where to find that. Later, as you get better and you learn some of these other platforms, you know, most of these I think have like a 7-day or a 14-day free trial. So you can jump in and test these and see exactly what it's like to be able to set up a list and get the information that you need to connect. So those are things that you would do in the future to be able to offer more options to your people. But start off with that contact form and offering to put their email in there, and every time they get a new subscriber, they'll get an email. And then they can do whatever they want with that information from there. Okay? Will.
This is kind of off of the conversation, but I always want to know, when you go over to the right-hand side, when they say post or get, what does the get do?
It does almost the same thing as a post, but most of the list that you're going to use is going to be a post method. Get is a little bit more complicated. It's doing a little bit more as far as checking things. So post is going to be what you're going to choose 95% of the time. Okay. And your whatever provider you're using that you're sending this information in will tell you that if you need to use a post or if you need to use a get. Most of them are post. Okay. Any other questions, you guys? Are you hanging in there with me? Kind of. It's like, yeah, I think so, Shelly. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up setting it up. So I'm going to go to share. And we're going to call this almost done. The only thing we need to do right here is put in the thank you page. All right, the URL for the thank you page. So I'm going to click save. And then save again. Make sure that everything is saved, because save is my friend. And now I'm just going to go here to create a new page. So I'm going to go into my layout and I'm going to add a page. And let's see if they have any thank you pages here. I don't know if they do. Let's see, sales page. Is there a thank you page in there? Oh, here's a great one. So I'm going to grab that one right there. And I'm going to call it my thank you page. And I'm going to click confirm. And now I've got my thank you page. So there's the download your ebook now. And learn how to build your online business. Fabulous. So now I'm going to change this image to the one, of course, that we're offering. So I'll just click right here. Fabulous. And I will make it a little bit smaller so it doesn't look crazy. There we go. And we've got all that white right there. So there's a couple of options I could do here. I could make the whole page white, which would be fine. Or I could put like a box underneath there. So let me see if I can get a box. I'm going to show you a neat trick that we do sometimes. So there's a box. And I'm going to make the box like this. So it's about the same size. And I'm going to put this inside the box. Right? So put that inside the box. And we're going to put it right on the edges. Like that. Like that. And now I'm going to go to the box settings. If I can get in there. So appearance. And I'm going to change the color of the box to white, like this. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here to shadow. And I'm going to enable the shadow. And I want you to see what happens. It just kind of like pop that out. Did you see how I did that? right there. So see how it kind of pops it out a little bit? So instead of worrying about changing the background color to all white so it matches, you can just put a box behind it, and the white's okay now because it's kind of popped out a little bit with the shadow. So that's kind of one of the tricks we do with boxes. So we've got download your ebook now. I'm going to slide this over just a little bit and slide that over just a little bit. And then I'm going to change this right here. Change the text, I guess. Yeah. Download your ebook. Oh. And then I'm going to change this to make it consistent. So I'll say ebook. And then I can remove this because I don't need it. And then I'm going to make my footer really, really small, which it is. That's fabulous. And my header really small, which it is. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and attach the book, right? So we're going to right click and we're going to go to action. I'm going to go to document and file search. And I'm going to upload. And now I'll find that document. So I'm going to go in here, special report, and there it is right there. So I'm going to upload it. And then I'm going to activate it and confirm. And then right here, I'm going to click OK. So now that page is actually done. It's actually that easy. Woohoo. So thank you page is done. Let's go back to the home page and we'll connect it to the form. So I'll go back here and home. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to configure. And right here, I would click edit. And I would go to action taken after they subscribe. And I'd go to page and I'd select thank you and OK and then confirm. So now what we have it set up to do right now is send out via email. And as soon as they finish the form and click submit, they'll actually get taken to the thank you page where they can download that, that document. And I need to change this button. So I'm going to do appearance. And I'm going to go to the gear to edit. And see if I can find the background of the button. Style maybe. Yep. And then here. And then we'll choose that color that we used earlier. And then I'll right click again and go to button. And I'll say something like, get your free ebook now. And then confirm. And now everything is set to go on this. So what do we do next? What do we do next? What do we do next? We've got the form filled out. We've got the thank you page ready. Are we ready to put it up as a gig yet? I want to look at your eyeballs. This is a test. Are we ready?
Save.
We have to save. What else do we have to do after save? Because save is our friend. Chip, what do we got to do?
I don't think I'm answering the question, but should this have been a double opt-in and they got to the thank you page from the confirmation page?
This is going straight to their email because we're not opting into an email list. So there is no double or single opt-in. That's a really good question. Yep. That was one that I was actually gonna tell you about, but it just kind of went right out of my head. So I'm really glad you asked that. Gabriel.
Just a side question. If we were to embed a video instead of the ebook, would you follow the same procedure that you just showed us?
Yep.
When you upload it, is the same thing right there? Instead of choosing the file of the PDF, you would choose your video, and that's where
I wouldn't upload the video. I would either choose to embed it in an HTML form, so you're hosting it somewhere and you're embedding it, or it's a YouTube unlisted video, so you pull it in as a YouTube video, something like that. You can't upload the video because it doesn't take an MP4 format to upload.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jackie?
The question is a little bit complicated for myself. I don't even know how to get it out of my head.
It's okay.
Obviously, if there's no double opt-in or because it's not on Builderall or on our list, I'm just thinking what the client is going to ask me. Where are they not, let's say they their system requires a double opt-in. They're going to have to make sure it's on their list side, obviously. So we're going to send the client there, and they're going to have to double opt in there, the client automatically. Isn't it? Doesn't it make sense?
Yeah, but think about it. Think about it this way. They may have a double opt-in list, but you don't necessarily have to send it to an email confirmation page. Remember when we did that email marketing form? We've got the pin subscribe and the subscribe confirmed. They can both be the same page, which is the thank you page.
Yes.
Right? So it's up to them on the client side for them to, if they're setting up a double opt-in, then they're going to have to understand that when that email comes in, the client's going to have to confirm on their end.
On their
Our
end,
job is only to get the email to them.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
It's not our problem how they do it and how they're going to get it in their list. If we just send it to the email or whatever, that's got nothing to do with us. We're just generating the leads, basically.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's exactly it. Right. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys are getting it. I think you guys are probably going to do this. You guys are going to have fun doing this, aren't you? All right. So the next step is save. What's the next step? Once I save, what do I got to do next? This is a test.
Build 5 more and make a package.
No. What do I say all the time when you build any funnel? When you're done, test, retest, and test again, right? You do not want to put this out there unless you've tested, retested, tested, and tested again, right? If I find out you made a funnel and you put it out there without testing, I'm going to run to wherever you are. And I don't run unless there's blood and children involved, but I'll do it in this case. But I will
actually add something.
Go ahead, Jackie.
Sorry, Shelley. I'm a live example. I've actually built a sales funnel and an opt-in thing, and I didn't test the whole thing. And there was a button that wasn't working, and the people flooded me on Facebook, your button is not working. And I felt like an idiot because we've got this whole long of comments of people telling me your buttons are not working. And I'm like, how could I have not tested it?
Yeah.
So yes.
And you want one worse? You want one worse that they don't tell you, and you're not getting any leads or anything, right? That's even worse.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So test, retest, and test again. That's the lesson for the day. So let's go ahead and see if we can publish it and test it. So I'm going to go to share and share again. And I'm going to save because Brad told me to, or somebody told me to. I think it was Brad. And so we've saved it. Everything's good to go. So now I'm going to go into this area and I'm going to look up my sites and see what I've got so far. And then here's my lead magnet 1. I believe that's what we were doing. So I'm going to click right here to go to publish and OK. Yummy. And it's reloading. All right, now it's published. So I'm going to click on the link that it made. So click right there. Yummy. Oh, wow. Look at how cool that looks. So I'm going to put my name in there, Shelley. And then I'm going to say Shelley at builderalldiva.com. And let's see what happens. Message sent successfully. And there's my download page. And now I'm going to click here. And I'm going to get my 12-point checklist. So that's working. And now what I need to do is check my email at Yahoo. So I'm going to go to yahoo.com. And I'm going to check my mail. And message center lead magnet form completed. And this is the information that I'll get, the name, the email, and what site it came from. So your customer will get this information, and then they can do whatever they want with it after that, because that's their lead after that, if they're getting it by email. Okay. So did you guys see that whole test? Understand that whole test? It works. We're ready to go. The only thing we need to change in this entire funnel, what's the only thing we need to change? What information do we need from the client? The way it's set up now, what information do we need? Brad, what was the answer?
We need their email, how to get where they want it sent.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we need for this one, right? All we need is their email, and it's set up and it's ready to go. Now we can do an upsell and say, if you want to connect your domain, then we'll charge an extra $10, and you can actually connect your domain and have your domain name on there, right? We don't want to tell them that they can just forward it from their registrar because we'll just let them figure that out themselves. So you can charge $5 or $10, whatever you want, to upgrade it to allow them to point their name servers towards the website and let them have their domain connected to it, okay? And then to me, this would be a 30-day gig, right? And so we will do this for 30 days. And then if you want it to do another 30 days, you have to purchase the gig again. Now the domain will be pointed already, right? They won't have to repoint it. So you can charge them like $5 to do the gig for another 30 days, and then do it for another 30 days, and then do it for another 30 days, right? That would be like totally fair. That would cover your cost. If you had to pay the extra cost for the domain, it'd give you a couple dollars extra. And probably you'll get several different funnels to do for this person to be able to do lead capture. Right? How easy is that? Is that easy? Yeah. You can also do Zapier. Zapier is another way to pull this stuff out and send it wherever they want it to go. That's a more advanced thing. So we'll probably be doing some more Zapier classes, but I do have a Zapier training on how to get it out of the website into Zapier, and then from Zapier to wherever you want that information to go, like a Google spreadsheet or something like that. So there's so many options with this one thing, you guys, to be able to create the lead magnet, offer the lead magnet. It delivers the e-magnet for them, the lead magnet for them. They get the lead. And everything's all set up and ready to go in just a matter of minutes, right? So what do you guys think about it? Jackie, are the brain juices flowing? Yeah? Will, go ahead.
Got lots of ideas.
Good, good, good.
Hello, Shelly.
Hold on just a second, Tyree. Let Will go because he was working on unmuting, and then I'll get you, okay?
I got a couple things.
Okay.
How long would you tell them it'll take you to get this back to them? Just say if you flood it with something just on a normal basis, how long would it take?
So on a normal day, I'm extremely swamped, so I might put that it would take me 3 days to get this set up. And then I would do an upsell, and if they want it in 1 day, it's going to cost them this much extra. Okay. And all you're doing is going in and putting their email in, but they don't know that.
Okay. All right. And another little bit of advice, you know how you was trying to figure out the colors? Uh-huh. You can upload this to your Chrome or whatever you got. It's called Colorzilla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have an extension on Google Chrome. It's called Color Picker, and I could have pulled that up. I was just too lazy. I was just trying to go through it real quickly because it takes a minute or two to pull that up and identify it and get the number and put it in. So I was being lazy. Yeah. But yeah, if you want to try to find colors, there is a wonderful Chrome extension. It's called Color Picker, and it's got a little eyedropper, and you put that anywhere on your website, and it will pull the color that you need and give you the code for it, and then you can put that into Builderall, and it will pull that exact color up. I go one step further. All of my Google Chrome extensions, they're dangerous to have running all the time because malware can get in, spyware can get in, viruses can get in. So what I do with all of my Google Chrome extensions that I don't use frequently, I go into my settings and just turn them off. I don't delete them. I just turn them off so they don't run. And then like the color picker, I'll go in and turn it on, and then I'll pick my color and get my code, and then I'll go in and turn it off so it doesn't run. If you've got excessive extensions, which I do, I have a lot of extensions that I use, it will slow down your computer. It puts you at risk for malware and spyware. And so just turn them off when you're not using them. Instead of having 2 lines of Google Chrome extensions, just turn them off. That way they're still there. You can just turn them on when you're ready to use them. Okay?
And just another little thing, I do logos. So if anybody needs a logo, come talk to me.
There you go. Fantastic.
Ken, show them your logo.
Ken's like, all right.
It's actually, for some reason in this one, it's not showing, but it's on my Facebook profile.
Oh, cool.
I get a lot of compliments every day for it.
Cool. Very nice. So everybody check out Ken George II's Facebook profile, and you will see the logo that Willie Bradley made. So that's absolutely fabulous. I love it. All right. So now we've actually built our funnel. We've got our document in the funnel, so it's all ready to go. We tested it. It's all working correctly. Now you've got your template. And how are we going to deliver this? What are the things, what are the steps we need to do when we talk about delivering this product? Well, the first thing we need to do is we're going to end up copying that template, right? We don't want to use that original template. We want to copy that template because each person that buys this gig is going to have a copy of it. Correct? Yes. So you'll copy that template, and that's the one that you use for that particular customer. Then you're going to fulfill the gig by getting their email and putting it into that template, into the contact form, and then it's ready to go. It's actually delivered. So is that easy enough? When we talk about copying the template, getting the email, putting it into the form, is that easy enough to call it a $5 gig for 30 days? Yes? I'm getting some, but everybody else is kind of looking like you really don't know, Shelley.
Sorry, Shelley.
Go ahead.
Yes, I have to go. I'm sorry about that, but
Well,
I will catch up on the.
We'll have more on the replay. That's okay. That's okay.
I'm looking forward. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Shelley.
Bye, Arlie.
Bye.
So I want thumbs up or thumbs down. If I copy the website and then add in the email, is that a $5 gig or should it be more than $5? I don't know. Brad, do you have a question?
I feel like we should charge a little more.
Mm-hmm.
There's some technical, expertise that you shouldn't be afraid to get paid for.
Right. And for me, actually, this is something I can crank out in minutes. I can crank out 5 of these in minutes. You saw how easy it is to do, right? We've got so many things that are pre-made for us that we just kind of play with a little bit, crank it out, and boom, it's done. And then once it's done, those 5 templates are done. Then it really is just a matter of copying the one that they want and then putting in their email, and shazam, it's ready to go. Now, if it's you doing the hoops of getting the API keys or the URL, waiting for them to get that, waiting for it to connect, all that kind of stuff, then you may bump it up to like a $10 or a $15 gig. If they connect the domain, then you're going to charge an extra $5 or $10 because that's going to make you wait 2 days for that domain to propagate, up to 2 days. So there's just some things that you'll have to work through to justify charging more, but you always, always, always think through that gig carefully and think, is this a gig that I can charge $5 for? And Brad was actually, his gut is definitely telling him, I don't think that's a $5 gig. I think that's a $10 gig. And that, or a $15 gig. I don't know what he's thinking, but the reality is that's what you need to do. You need to listen to that gut, right? It's not about just getting the job. It's about making money, correct? Yeah. Jackie? Oh, I can't hear you. Unmute for me, please.
Sorry. Once you've actually created a few templates, it becomes easy. Then it's just slotting in different books and different kinds of things.
That's right.
So then it's not rebuilding the same template over and over and over. And eventually, what you're not going to want to ask $10 for something that is going to take you less than 5 minutes to make. And
Yeah.
it's just my point of view. I think in the beginning, maybe it's a little bit difficult if you don't understand the whole thing, how it slots in. But I think also it's quite easy to make and to duplicate.
Mm-hmm. I agree. For me personally, this would be a $5 gig because I could crank them out. I could absolutely crank them out. Even the other providers like SendLane, Infusionsoft, GetResponse, I could crank all those out really fast. I could do really fast videos on how to do that. So I could send them the link to the video to show them how. And $5 gig like that. And I would be probably selling them right and left. In fact, I may have to tell Eric I quit because I'm going to do Fiverr. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think for me, once my templates are made and once my little videos are made of how to do each provider and how to get to the information that I need and have those up and ready to go, this is most definitely to me a $5 gig. $5 for 30 days and then $5 additional if they want another 30 days. Maybe another $5 to connect the domain. Let's see, what else could I upsell? I don't know. That's probably all the upsells that I could do, except for deliver it faster. So deliver in 3 days, and if they want it in 1 day, then charge them an extra $5 for in 1 day, or an extra $10 in 1 day, whatever I want to do.
And your free bonus.
And the free bonus, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, again, this is a great one. To me, this is an absolutely great one. And I bet if you go onto Fiverr, you're not going to find very much like this. Because it's pretty unique in what it is. So let's go to Fiverr and see. So let's go to share and share. And we'll go to Fiverr. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. And I'm in. So let's take a look at switch to buying. There we go. And let's go into email form. And it says, I'll make a MailChimp form. I will do a campaign. I will do a PHP contact form with the email script. I'll design an email template form. I will do all PHP, create a form, PHP. I will do a contact form, create a form, WordPress. I don't see anybody that's saying they'll capture emails for you and send them to your list. Create a pop-up subscription form, design, complete. I'll create a high converting email sign up form for a website. Yeah, I don't see anybody that says they'll not only offer you the form, but they'll give you the lead magnet and they'll host it for you for 30 days. This to me is wide open. I was looking at this last night. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be insane. So I would suggest to you, if you're interested in it, play with it a little bit and see if this is something you can do, because I just couldn't find anybody that was doing really anything like it. Gabriel?
Yeah, what would your, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What would your title be to stand out? Because what you just said right there is just awesome. And what we're doing, it's compared to everybody else, we're standing out. I mean, we're giving a lot of value there.
You're exactly right. So I might say something like,
how would you word it, so that would be the clients, everybody would be like, wow.
Yeah, I know. I may say something like, I will, because it all starts with I will create and host an opt-in form, a lead magnet form for 30 days. Create and host a lead magnet funnel for 30 days.
Yeah, but you mentioned also capturing email and delivering emails. So that a lot of people don't, how do you word that? So that would just like, man, I want this.
So it has to be short. You can't make it too long, right? So I will create and
host, send email.
Create, host, and deliver leads for 30 days.
Yeah, there makes sense.
Use script editor.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Jackie?
Use script editor. Builderall script editor.
Oh, yeah, the script generator. Yeah, it might be more, I will create and host a lead magnet funnel and deliver leads for 30 days.
Yeah, makes more sense. Yeah.
Right. So that might be the way I don't know if all those words will fit in there, but if they can fit in there, I would do that. Because that's what you're doing. And that's a great, great deal. Right. And then all they got to do is just pay $5 a month for you and you'll deliver every single month. It's just fabulous. They don't have to worry about anything. So it's just fabulous. And like I said, I've looked, you guys, I looked up opt-in forms, lead magnets. All of them say they'll create this, they'll create that, they'll do this, they'll do that. But I didn't see anybody, not a single one, that said we'll create the opt-in form, we'll deliver the leads, and we'll host it all ourselves. Right? So to me, you've got like a quadruple threat. So do it. Start doing it. Make some money. Right? I'm going to let you decide how you want to describe it, because for me, I can do all of those SendLane, Infusionsoft and stuff. So I would describe it as I can send the leads directly to your email autoresponder provider, and I would list the ones that I can send it to. For you guys that want to just start off, you want to describe it as I can send any new leads to any email address that you want it to go to. So describe it as well as you can, for sure. Make sure you mention that you're providing the lead magnet, you're providing the funnel, you're providing the hosting, and all they have to do is provide the email address where they want to receive the leads. And to me, I would say that it's just a matter of time. Someone's going to buy your gig. Right? So how excited are you guys about that? All right. Well, that's really all I wanted to show you today. I'm going to let you guys get the Fiverr gig done if you want to do that. And you can always show me your gig. I think, Jackie, you sent me a gig already that you put up, right? Was that you? No? Who was that? Michelle, maybe? I don't remember who it was, but somebody sent me a link to their gig already. And I was like, wow, that was like really fast and fabulous. Brad, go ahead.
I was going to say, I was going to share, I made some modifications to my Fiverr gig, and my numbers have gone to the positive.
Great.
With just some modifications that we went over yesterday. So I was very excited to see that. And
Great.
so little tweaks have to happen, but it's dialed in.
Yep. And I won't be able to really, I can give you some pointers on that, but it's really about, it is about tweaking, Brad, where you put your Fiverr gig up, you title it, you do the description, and then you're like, well, dang, I only had one person see that. So you might change it up a bit, change the images, make it look more professional, look at other people's gigs to see what they're doing. And then just take what you liked out of theirs and mimic what they're doing. Don't copy, but mimic. And then your numbers will go up. It just takes a little bit of work. This one, I think, is a real easy one if you're doing the emails, if you're delivering by emails. If you want to deliver by other methods, then it's going to just take a little bit for you to learn that. But again, it's all about signing up for a free account with each one of those providers, right? If you're going to do email marketing for them. And then figuring out how to get those API keys or whatever it is that they need. And once you figure it out, make a quick video so you can explain how to do it, and then put all those up on YouTube so that when you do get a customer that needs something like Infusionsoft, you can say, all right, here's what I need you to do. Get the API keys, send them to me, and then we're good to go. And to me, it's that simple. So that is really, really a Fiverr gig. Will?
The person that tells you about her Fiverr gig, Michelle Marshall.
Good. Yeah, okay. I thought it was Jackie or Michelle. Let me share the screen, you guys, and we'll take a look if Michelle doesn't mind. We're going to jump in and take a quick look and see what she's got going on. So we'll go over here and click here. And there it is right there. So she says, I will create an SEO report card for one keyword on one page. A fabulous description. I absolutely love that. I like her picture right there. And if we scroll through, she's got some more images, which is fabulous. I think she was telling me that she's bringing in a video as well, which is really good. Here she's got her basic gig for $5, and she's done enough on Fiverr that she's able to do 2 more options. So she's got a $10 upgrade and a $15. And then down here, she does a fabulous description of what this includes. And I think this was a fabulous gig. I was really excited to see it because it is exactly what we talked about doing. With a little bit of extra, she did a little bit of extra on the description, and it was just absolutely fabulous. So well done, Michelle. Very well done. I'm really, really proud. It's so exciting for me to see you guys doing this because I know the potential. I know what it did for me. And you heard from Simone and what it did for her. So if this is something that is tugging at your tummy and saying you need to do this, then, you know, start taking a good look at it. It will never get done if you don't take action. Is that right? It will never get done if you don't take action. So all of this is fabulous to learn, but if you don't put the knowledge to action, it will never, ever happen. So that's the next step. Will? And then I'll get you, Tyree. I think I've left you out too much. I'm sorry. I'll get you next, Tyree.
Sorry, Tyree. Just to let you know, I'm back to myself these days. I got a good night's sleep, and I'm pumped up on coffee this morning. So excuse me if I'm a little loud. And
that's okay. We take you any way you are, Will. We'll take you any way you are. All right, I think we can go to Tyree now. Tyree, it is your turn, dude. I've skipped you like 2 times. I'm so sorry. I get too excited about teaching and forget who's supposed to go next.
Well, hi everyone. I'm just over here trying to contain the excitement because, in words of my friend over there in Ireland, I can't believe people are not taking advantage of this training. And one of the things that really excited me is when you mentioned earlier about Zapier and how we can use that. The best thing, one of the things I thought about is a Zapier training that you did a while back. And I was going to ask you, would those connect?
Yeah, absolutely. When we're talking about Zapier, with the contact form, when you go through that Zapier training, it shows you how to use a contact form to take the Zapier URL and then set it as a post method, and you can send it into Zapier. So you send the name and the email into Zapier, and then from Zapier, you can send it into a Google spreadsheet, and then you can give your client the Google spreadsheet link so they can just access the spreadsheet instead of getting it individually through emails. So again, just another step if you know how to do Zapier. So you can literally take this training and the Zapier training and use them together for the gig as well.
And you know, I'm just over here doing my best to contain the excitement because these different things that you're showing me is helping me understand how to take this free training we have and show them how they can connect to additional free training that you've done. Yep. And that will give them more stability once their free trial is up to go ahead and take this. And see, I'm taking all of this because I am thinking of the advantages of having a marketing agency here in Houston. And what you're showing makes it easy for me to present the information, but not have to go through the process of connecting and training. So I'm saying unlimited possibilities, and honestly, we need to change it from Shelly is awesome to Shelly is question mark.
That's like, you don't really know what that question mark is. That could be like Shelly is what?
Yeah, we can say Shelly is question mark and then followed up with all caps good exclamation point. Yes, I mean, really, this, I mean, it's fat. I mean, I can't even, it's beyond of what you have given me is beyond the reality of what I can't do. And because of all of the quality of the training that we've gotten, and then what Builderall 3.0 is going to represent, I'm just like David. I'm like, I can yell and he'll hear me all the way in Ireland because it's just like, So thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all, I was excited about this one. And the hope is tomorrow that I'm going to blow your mind again with something that's not on Fiverr very much. So you can actually position yourself on Fiverr. That's the goal. It's not just to teach you how to get to Fiverr and use it, but get in there and do some stuff that maybe is not on Fiverr so much so you can master that area and be the first one in that area. So that's the goal.
Yes, and see, like for me, well, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
And see, like for me, this training right here, Fiverr, along with, let's just say that training you did with Zapier, and then they can do the email, the one we did, the boot camp we did with email marketing. Those three right there, not even using the Canva training that you're gonna do.
Right.
But you know, when the marketing agencies aren't allowed to come up, you know, allowed to be enforced, this information here can be used to help a person start off. So I see the vision, and that is really inspiring. It really is. And I'm just like, man, it's good to be in the right place at the right time.
That's right. I'm doing my best to deliver, you guys, I promise. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Gerald, go ahead.
I may have missed some of the stuff, but I have a question about the templates. When we create the templates, we're not publishing them, right?
I would, because I want them to see the actual published template. So it's okay to do that. What I would do on maybe the template is not have the download button working so that they can't steal my download. Yeah.
So it's just something that they can go to see that it's an actual functioning website and they can get an idea of what they're getting. Exactly. And what about mobile version? Do you offer the mobile version automatically when you create it?
Yeah, absolutely. And the mobile version is real easy to edit. I didn't go through that with you guys, but this is very limited stuff on the page. So it's going to be really, really quick to edit. And again, once you get it the way you want it, then it's a template. Then you just copy it, put the email in, and you're done.
And I'm going to ask you these questions because I've been in and out of my van. Say we get the client and we do the template for them. Do they have to be a Builderall customer going forward to be able to use the website or the landing page that we build? Because we'll host it for them.
Yep, that's kind of the approach that I took on this, is that we can host it for them. But this is a client that you can say, I've done this on Builderall. So if you want a Builderall account, I'll just push it to Builderall for you. And you can have the funnel.
Okay. And if like you said, you offer the, that's pretty awesome. And now if they do that and we do the monthly thing, like you said, and they opt not to, do we just unpublish that landing page that we built for them then?
That's exactly it. You just unpublish.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. Those were wonderful questions. Thank you, Gerald. Yeah. Any other questions, you guys? All right, thumbs up if you're excited about today. Thumbs up if you're excited about tomorrow. All right, you guys. I didn't want to go all the way through setting up the Fiverr gig. I want you guys to start practicing doing that. And again, I'll be available if you want to share it. I'll take a look at it and I'll offer my input if possible. But you guys you got to see that first one of the way we did it. So you guys know how to start setting up the gigs, right? And we talked about the different options. So tomorrow we'll do another tool in Builderall. And we'll talk about how to get that tool set up and get ready for a Fiverr gig so that you can add it as a Fiverr gig. And hopefully I will shock the crap out of you tomorrow. Are you ready for that? All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go for now. Your homework is still check out Fiverr, build your Fiverr account, look at other Fiverr gigs, start looking at the Builderall tools and be thinking how you can offer these tools as a Fiverr gig, what the value of that gig actually will be, because not everything is a $5 gig, right? Just like Brad, he was saying, I don't think that would be a $5 gig for me. Maybe a $10 or $15 gig, and that is okay, right? These are your gigs. So you put the pricing that you want on it, but tomorrow we'll continue, and I think I've got another great one for you tomorrow. So hang in there, get excited, stay excited, and I will see you tomorrow. Happy hump day, you guys. Bye. Have a great one.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.